Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to what is rapidly evolving into one of the most electrifying storylines in professional tennis today. We are coming to you from the emotional heartbeat of the WTA season, deep in the Middle East, where the Dubai tennis stage has transformed from a prestigious tournament into something far greater. A proving ground where generations collide, where legacies are defended, and where futures are born under the brightest lights in the sport. Tennis fans from Manila to Bucharest and across every corner of the global tennis community, prepare yourselves. We are now only hours away, mere moments when viewed through the lens of sporting history, from a round of 16 clash that has the tennis world collectively holding its breath. Tonight, under the floodlights of center court, destiny and determination meet head-on. On one side of the net stands experience reborn, a Romanian veteran who has rediscovered peak form not through nostalgia, but through relentless competition. At 35 years old, she is playing some of the most intelligent, aggressive, and composed tennis of her career. Sorana Cirstea enters this match with renewed purpose, sharp confidence, and the hunger of a player who believes she still belongs among the elite. On the other side stands youth in full acceleration. The Southpaw phenomenon who has turned Dubai into a stunning home-away-from-home environment. The 20-year-old pride of the Philippines, Alexandra Eala, arrives with momentum, belief, and the backing of an entire nation and global fanbase. Just one day ago, she sent shockwaves through the tennis world with a statement victory over a top-tier opponent, proving she is no longer simply a rising prospect. She is a legitimate threat. This is not just another match. This is a narrative turning point for the 2026 season. The stakes could not be higher. This is elite-tier professional tennis, just below Grand Slam level. The ranking points are massive. The pressure is suffocating. The atmosphere is expected to be deafening. If you witnessed the stadium scenes yesterday, you already understand the magnitude of what is building here. Eala did not simply win her previous match. She rode a wave of emotional energy from thousands of Filipino supporters who transformed the stadium into a fortress of sound, pride, and passion. Every winner felt amplified. Every rally felt personal. Tonight, that same wall of energy will be directed towards Cirstea. But if there is one player capable of silencing a roaring stadium with a single clean strike of the ball, it is Cirstea. She has spent nearly 2 decades competing at the highest level. She has faced prodigies. She has faced champions. She understands something crucial. Hype does not win points. Execution does. And right now, Cirstea is executing at an incredibly high level. She enters this match with the dangerous confidence of a veteran who knows her game intimately, who has recently lifted trophies, and who feels she still has unfinished business near the top of the sport. To understand how we arrived here, we must rewind to 24 hours ago. Eala stepped on a court ranked outside the very top tier, facing a highly established opponent known for consistency and speed. On paper, it looked like a difficult matchup. On court, it became a declaration. Eala dominated the opening set with fearless aggression. When pressure rose in the second set, she responded with remarkable composure in the tiebreak. It was the performance of a player far beyond her years. That victory signaled something important. Eala is no longer arriving. She has arrived, but arriving is only half the story. Staying is the true challenge. Tonight presents a completely different opponent. Cirstea is a power-based aggressor who thrives on taking time away from opponents. She strikes flat, fast, and early. She dismantled her previous opponent with ruthless efficiency, showing both physical freshness and tactical clarity. So what happens when unstoppable momentum meets hardened experience? The tactical battle is fascinating. Eala's left-handed spin naturally pulls right-handed opponents wide. Her cross-court forehand can drag players off balance and open space. But Cirstea possesses one of the most reliable two-handed backhands on tour, especially down the line. If Eala leaves the ball short, Cirstea will punish instantly. Mentally, the match is just as complex. Eala carries emotional momentum, but must avoid the classic big win hangover. Young players sometimes struggle to replicate peak intensity after emotional victories. She must reset mentally and treat this match as a brand new battle. Cirstea faces the opposite challenge. She is experienced, but the crowd environment will be heavily against her. However, she has built a career on resilience. She has played in hostile stadiums before. She understands pressure. The physical matchup adds another layer. Eala brings youth, speed, and recovery ability. Cirstea brings efficiency, experience, and tactical patience. Long rallies slightly favor Eala. Short, explosive points favor Cirstea. The surface also plays a role. Dubai's night conditions slightly slow the court compared to daytime heat, but the ball still travels quickly enough to reward aggressive shot-making. This creates a balanced battlefield between spin and flat power. From a ranking perspective, the implications are massive. For Eala, a deep run here accelerates her rise into consistent main tour positioning. For Cirstea, staying inside the top tier protects her tournament seeding and extends her elite competitive window. Emotionally, this match represents more than rankings. It represents generational transition in women's tennis. The established veterans continue fighting to hold their place. The new generation pushes harder each season, faster, stronger, and fearless. Eala represents the global expansion of tennis. Southeast Asian tennis visibility is rising. A victory here would send a powerful message about the sport's shifting geography. Cirstea represents longevity and mastery. Competing at this level at 35 requires discipline most athletes never achieve. Her presence is a statement that experience still matters. Prediction-wise, the match could hinge on early momentum. If Eala starts fast, the crowd energy could become overwhelming. If Cirstea controls early rallies, she can quiet the stadium and dictate pace. But regardless of outcome, this is must-watch sport. Athleticism, tactics, emotion, and storytelling collide in one match. This is why fans love tennis. There is nowhere to hide, no teammates to rely on, no clock to save you. You must win the last point yourself. Tonight, two players will walk on a center court carrying different histories, different pressures, and different dreams. One carries the hopes of a rapidly growing tennis nation. The other carries 2 decades of professional survival and competitive pride. The stage is set. The tension is rising. The crowd is ready. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the match.